What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan Snaadt, it rhymes with odd, and welcome to another video. This week I'm going to do a quick review of the music licensing site called HookSounds. I've done a couple other reviews of software sites like Soundstripe in the past, so I thought this would be a great video to educate you guys a little bit about what's out there on the market and what you can get for your money in terms of good quality music. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, testing some things out to see if I like it. And just full disclosure, guys, it is a sponsored video, but these are my own remarks. I'm not being paid to talk about any certain features. They just gave me a membership and said, go crazy with it and feel free to make a video. So here we are. So in this video, I wanted to cover 5 major topics about this music licensing site to see if it's the right one for you. Number 1 is user experience and user interface. Number 2 is the selection of music that is available in their library. 3 is the genres or the types of music that they provide. So is it good for weddings or corporate videos or YouTube videos, or what is it kind of tailored towards? We'll talk about the licensing to see what options there are for people, whether you're a YouTube creator, a filmmaker, and what things can and can't be used with their music. And then we'll look at pricing to see if it's a good option for you on a monthly basis or just a one-off for each song. Before we get too deep in the weeds here, there are a lot of music licensing sites out there. There's ones like MusicBed, Epidemic Sound, Artlist, Soundstripe, and while I typically use Soundstripe for all my music and sound effects, I like to see what other things are out there, and especially with new things coming out on the market, the main benefit to me is having new, fresh songs that not a lot of people or other creators are using. When I made my review video of Soundstripe a couple years ago, I was one of the few people that I knew that was using Soundstripe at the time. And since then, Soundstripe has become very, very popular. A lot of people are using it, and a lot of the songs that I use in my edits are being used in other popular videos. So being original is kind of difficult when everyone is using the exact same software. I like to see what else is on the market to kind of get a good feel for new music that's coming my way. Okay, so let's jump into the software and see what options there are. All you got to do is go to HookSounds.com. So when you hit the main page here, as you can see, you can start looking at some different music right away. You can download or look at the details of a song. So this is kind of a unique look that a lot of other softwares don't offer, and it's a song-specific page. So you can kind of look at these pages and play it through if you want. You can go to the middle part, play song, you can pause it. The other thing that I like is that it does give you some more context about this if you are looking for certain information like electronic track or high energy content. You can search those things in the search bar up here and it can help you find songs like this. The good thing that I like to look at is the purchases. So again, a huge thing for me is having original music and not having something that's been used over a million different times in a million different edits. So it is kind of nice to look at some of these informational pieces here to look at some of the purchase history to see how many people are using this song. So going up to browse here, you can go into the browse section and hit music. Now in terms of the user interface, I don't typically prefer something like this. Yes, it is very visual and it's nice to see the cover art, but typically when I'm searching for music, I like to look by genre, I like to look by tempo or BPM. I have an edit. Here's the type of song I want. I want something dancey, something poppy, maybe like something dramatic and cinematic. So the search features in this, while there are categories you can search for, it's not super handy in terms of a user experience when you're looking for a song specific to a genre or a BPM. So you can go in here and say, Fly Alone looks kind of cool. You can hit the play button. Skip ahead if you want, because I get impatient. So you can hit that, you can hit download if you'd like, and then you just download it from here. Corona. So the UI is really not the best for me, but you can also search for a curated collection, so you can look for something, say slow song, you can just search that. Now there are not a ton of different songs at this point on the platform, but again, these types of subscription services typically add new songs every single month, so something like this would be something good to invest in now, because then you can continue to get access to this type of stuff in the future. And there are some ones that are under premium and originals, so those are good ones to look for in terms of trying to find a song that is not on any other platform at all. It's specifically for HookSounds. They're original to the platform, so you can only get them from HookSounds.com, and then as time goes on, they'll continue to attract more artists and more people that are licensing their music on the site. Now, in terms of selection, there are quite a few different genres that you can pick from and search queries that you can do based on what you're looking for. So some of the different categories they have listed here are originals, cinematic, electronic, if you're looking for an acoustic song, hip-hop, rock, ukulele, so you can search by instrument, and the list goes on. The other cool little toggle feature here is this BPM. So you can look through here, it's like, oh, this is a little slower song. Maybe this one. So as you can see, some of these are slower moving songs. And this is good if you're just looking for a BPM. So in general, I would categorize their library as kind of cinematic or instrumentals. There's not a lot of songs that have a ton of lyrics, so for a lot of us that are using songs for music licensing, that's actually a good thing because you're not typically looking for a lyrical track. But there are some really good ones for cinematic drone footage, weddings, corporate background music, and stuff like that. So there's actually a good mixture of all the different options that are on the site. So there is buy by the song licensing that you can do. So say I want to do this in my Mind I'm Dancing song, so you want to download it. You could choose non-commercial. It's for personal use, non-commercial use. You have to credit the song if you pick this option, and there's no monetization. If you're wanting to use a pro license, so you want to use it for a YouTube video, you have to pay for the pro license. You can do YouTube monetization and not have any copyright claims. The next license would be business license, so if you are a corporation, you can use this for local TV, radio, internet advertising, a podcast, indie film, theaters, any type of way that you're using this for your business. And then the next step up would be the broadcast license, so if you're doing national, international, TV, radio, internet advertising. Now, if you're still here and still awake after me explaining all those, there is an easier way to do this, and it's just to do a subscription. So the subscription does make the kind of complexities of it much easier. It's just a flat $29 a month that you can do. It's all month, per month, all inclusive, and it gives you access to all of their tracks for that flat rate. Because A, you can save a ton of money, and B, it promotes you using their service as much as possible. So if you do the yearly plan, it's only $30. If you do monthly, it goes up to $70 a month. So again, saving it by just doing it by the year does kind of help quite a bit. Typically, that's what I recommend with whether you're doing Soundstripe, Artlist, Epidemic Sound, whatever it is. I usually don't pay by the month, I just pay by the year. One, it's a tax write-off for my business, so that's a good thing. And two, it's cheaper, so this one saves you 60% of the overall cost by doing it on the annual. And then three, most people will drop a subscription in the first month just because they're not finding the full value in it because they're looking too much into that dollar that they're spending. If you're going to spend this money already on a subscription, you might as well do it for the year, use the service, and then kind of work out some of the kinks and figure out if you like it long term. Now, some of the more established subscriptions out there, like MusicBed, for example, they have different categories that you can choose with personal, nonprofit, wedding, business, etc. But HookSounds will be a little bit cheaper than some of these on a monthly basis that you would normally do. Now, other ones like Epidemic Sound do tailor themselves completely towards the YouTube community, where a lot of their subscribers are YouTubers, so they're going to base their pricing and their song selection based on that knowledge. Now, with HookSounds, there are a lot of options in terms of weddings, commercial work, and just freelance stuff, drone footage, whatever it is that you're trying to fill for. So they're going to price kind of in the middle. So all in all, I would say HookSounds is a great option for you if you're looking at something more middle of the ground and you're more of a freelancer, but you also do some YouTube stuff similar to myself. Now, I do actively use Soundstripe. I'm a big fan of them. I will continue to use them, but HookSounds will also be a good secondary site for me to kind of browse a little bit to continue to find new music. Soundstripe is starting to become a lot more mainstream because it is only $12 a month and they have both sound effects and they also have full range of music in there as well. I definitely encourage a lot of you guys to have multiple subscriptions and or just shop around a little bit and find what's best for you. But if you want to sign up for HookSounds or learn more about it, make sure to go check out the description box link below. I'll also include a coupon code for 10% off down there. It's going to be Ryan10. Just put that in at checkout and that'll save you 10% on your purchase as well. Now, if you want to learn more about Soundstripe specifically, I've also made other videos about that, which I'll link up in the card above here for a full review on how I find my music in less than 10 minutes and kind of the process that I go through for that. So again, big thanks to HookSounds for hooking up this video and giving me kind of an opportunity to look at their software and give you guys my honest opinions. If you have any questions for me specifically about the software, make sure to drop them in the comment section below. And that about does it for me, guys. My name's Ryan Snaadt. It rhymes with odd, and I'm out. Peace!